Hello everyone and welcome back to some more F1 League racing here today. This is PSGL round number 3 at Zandvoort. Now before we jump into the action and you watch my first time lapping qualifying in the background, let's talk about a few updates. Now first and foremost, if you haven't seen the previous round guys, round 2, go check it out, link in the top right, the previous episode. And yeah, we might talk about spoilers, so go check it out in case we do. Also worth noting, tonight is the finale for WOR at Jeddah. Now I'm out today at the time you're seeing this. If I get back in time and I make it for the race, I'll be streaming. So link down below to my link tree, go check out my Twitch and follow me over there. And I stream PSGL every Thursday. So yeah, go follow me on my Twitch guys and get involved. Now with that said and the plugs out of the way, let's get into this video and let's get into the league racing action. So here we are at Zandvoort, round number 3, currently in qualifying. Now, this circuit, because it's such a short lap, we're going for 4 timed laps. We have the softest allocation possible on tyres, and we're going to basically speed run this qualifying and get 4 time laps under our belt. So, this is currently my banker, and I've got to say, it's been an absolutely incredible first lap. The car is working brilliantly well. I've absolutely smashed the middle sector going purple, and the car is feeling good. I actually started to peak right before the event in practice. I set my personal best at 1 minute 10.097 in my very last qualifying session before the actual event, so I was hitting form at the right time.
Well, that is a phenomenal banker.
As you can hear me say, that was a really good banker. We hit a 0.2 which is comfortably faster than anything I've done on any banker so far. You know, the best one I've done before that, I think my first lap was like a very high 0.4 or like a low 5. So we found 2.5 tenths straight away, which is really, really good. We're now heading on to our second attempt and we're going to see if we can improve and shave off some time in those areas where I felt like we could improve. So
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
we find a little bit of time already as we, especially through here, get a little bit on the banking section. Yellow flag, we lose a bit on the exit, but we're going to be overall up by a fraction.
Out of the way, Fionn.
We're going to be up by a fraction as I get annoyed with Fionn McKee ahead, who is not getting out of the way, he's just staying on his end lap on track.
What is he doing?
And again, he's still just refusing to get out of the way. And while it's not so much in the way, it was just enough of a distraction for me there. Oh,
Just distracted me too much. Just in front of me the whole lap. Just get out of the way.
And that was quite frustrating because it was one of the ones where it just cost me a bit, a bit of time. It was a bit of dirty air from a distance, and it was just a visual distraction which I didn't really want. So, yeah, second lap in the bin. I tried to overdraft to recover lap time after I passed him, and that backfired. So, attempt number 3 then. 6 minutes to go. We're going to see if hopefully this time we get a clear track and a better attempt. So, that's the turn 1 at the 50, brake in. Clip the apex on the inside, back on the gas. This time, traffic gets out of the way beautifully.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
As we head into now the banker, getting a good run through there. The exit wasn't that great though. For some reason I've lost time, even though I remember at the time that felt really good to me. I can't understand why we lost time. Nonetheless, into Schravlak, downhill right-hander, carrying the speed. So far, neck and neck with our previous personal best as we now head into this really crucial part of the lap here where you've got to try and keep a little bit of throttle on and maintain that minimal speed through here because you're going to make up a lot of lap time if you can hold on to this. We actually get a really good exit and we're going to find a bit of time, but still pretty much neck and neck with our personal best. Into this now chicane hairpin section, we absolutely nail it, bouncing over the curb there. We get a really nice exit and also traffic gets out of the way beautifully. We now head into the penultimate corner, avoid the inside curb, back on the gas. We get a really good bit of traction there and we find half a tenth as we run up to the line. DRS open, currently P17. What is this going to give us? P14, 1 minute 10.215. So it's really close. I believe it's half a tenth up to P8 right now, which is insane to think about.
Not great.
Yeah, turn 1 possibly probably.
Not so much turn 1, it's the banker.
Yeah.
I went in like half a tenth up, but I'm losing it like a tenth because then I'm like half a tenth down. Middle,
Yeah,
I've sussed the middle out. But I don't know why I've lost a tenth in the first section. I can't find it. Maybe even 2 tenths. I've lost it.
I think you go a lot higher, Tom, than what I've seen others do.
Oh, on the
I think
banking.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I just try to carry speed in, but it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it's
Now, what you're seeing there was comms between myself and Luke Humphreys, who runs WOR, the league itself. And he was giving me some advice. You know, you always got to be willing to take advice and criticism, you know, to try and improve. And he said to try and stay tighter through the banking and not run so high. So I thought I'd give that a shot because my second and third sectors were great, and I couldn't understand how I was losing time in the first sector. So final attempt, 40 seconds to go. Let's try one more time. First of all, turn one. We do run a little bit wide of the apex, but we get a really good exit and excellent traction, and we're up already nearly 0.4 of a tenth. And now into the banker this time, we go in super early and stay super tight, and look at the time gain. A tenth and a half. Massive, massive swing. Obviously, it was already up on the entry, but overall a full tenth was gained, which is absolutely insane. And that is what a bit of advice can do at the right time. And I wish I'd learned that sooner because I could have improved my pace even more during practice. However, we have started to lose some of that time through Sector 2 now. Just, you know, bleeding a bit of lap time, which is frustrating. And we're now just 0.6 of a tenth up. We do find a bit of time through here, but then again, we lose it on the exit. So overall, this second sector has been about a 0.7 of a tenth deficit, which is quite frustrating. Into now the chicane hairpin, we stay nice and tight this time and still get the exit, and we find that 0.7. We recover it back as we now unfortunately miss the apex through the penultimate corner.
Nah, fucking hell. There's so much time in that. It felt really good.
There's just so much traffic.
Oh. There was a 9 there.
yeah.
Your advice was the one. I just took the tighter line through the bank. I just found 10.5 straight away. That was it.
Mate.
I wish I'd realised earlier.
And you can see just, you know, those margins and the differences and how much, you know, we could have improved by. Jonas Martins absolutely dominates in qualifying, but P2 onwards, you know, a perfect lap could have maybe got us in the mix there. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I think P4 is where we could have finished had we cleaned it up, because we know we at so many times during that lap we was up and we bled the time and lost it in crucial areas, especially the penultimate corner. That was a big time loss, and we just kind of threw it all away. So yeah, I feel like overall there was about roughly a full 0.2 of a second, which would have given us P4. I think that's fair, and I think, you know, in hindsight, I wish I'd known about the banking a bit earlier, because I could have obviously implemented that into the practice. But again, that's where you live and learn, and you can always improve from your mistakes. And, you know, advice at the right time can always be key. So take a lesson from this, guys. If you league race or compete yourself, you know, there's always time to find, because I genuinely felt like I couldn't find more time in the first sector, and I was bleeding 2/10 to everybody, and I couldn't understand why. And I found the solution right there. So yeah, shout out to Luke for the advice. And yeah, qualifying done. We're now going to move into the race. Right then, here we go. It's time for the main event. The lights are on here at Zandvoort. Hard tires on, lights out, and away we go. Everybody, I believe, pretty much on the hard tires around us, as we get a pretty average start. Nothing special. We are pretty good at starts usually, but that wasn't one of my best. Into turn one, though, we've got the inside line here on Oscar Camper as we look to make a move. Heading into now turn 3, still up the inside and up ahead. Our teammate loses the back end and causes a chain reaction. Rip.
Oh dear.
And for the first time this season, and for the first time in a long time, we've been involved in a first lap incident, which is quite frustrating.
I need a safety car now.
As you can hear, we need a safety car, and that is a given. Yeah. Again, you're going to now see more advice from Luke, which kind of changed my train of thought a little bit in terms of the way I thought things through. Usually, I'm going to pick now and go for the medium tyre, but Luke is going to suggest to go for the softs. I haven't had one of them in a
We
while.
get softs, so you don't like use a set of mediums or
Soft.
wear your hards. Yeah, you want to probably keep your mediums fresh if there is a safety car.
I ain't even got a fresh set medium, a soft though. I can always get back on
Yeah.
these tyres.
Yeah, it's the case of.
Oh,
like,
I'll take your advice, but I just don't think the softs are going to last. I'm running minimum pressures.
Yeah, but I think at this point, like, I don't think you'd score points with it without a safety car.
So,
If the game would let you keep on the set of hards, obviously that'd be the best, but the game's not logical like that.
can't complain. Haven't had one in a long time, so. I was going to send it around the outside as well with the African hairpin. I was so ready.
Anyway, with that out of the way, you can see how, you know, bits of advice can help as we head into the softs.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
And yeah, we're going to rejoin the action and we're going to see how things go. Heading on to lap 3 now. Eventually, that would work in our favour. There it is.
Exactly, safety car. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised those two crashed.
Back into the hard tyre.
There you go, Tom. We're back.
Back into the hard tyre.
Yeah. Get to the end.
And Jonah's quick.
What tyre did it start with?
Gap me or anything, but it was like 6-7 tenths.
What tyre did Jonah start on?
Nice.
Now, one thing I didn't realise, and I wish I'd done in hindsight, is stay out a bit longer. Because we have to catch up to the train. Apologies for the frame drops and stuff, but...
Pit strategy complete.
Can you go to the end on hards?
Very close. You might as well try it, Tom. I mean,
Safety car might bail me out. Because of that discussion about getting to the end, I could have actually bought myself a lap or 2 extra and saved some tyres, because until everyone bunches up to the train, the safety car won't come in. The safety car won't leave until everybody's in the train. So we could have actually, because we had to catch up, we could have actually extended by 1 or 2 more laps. Anyway, my objective this race is to get past Fionn McKee. That's the only thing I've got to do. Fionn is on the same strategy as us as the race gets back underway here after the safety car phase. So let's see how we go. 30 laps, so I'll be patient. We took it really, really easy under the safety car to not put anywhere on these hard tyres, and we're going to try and get these to the end and not stop, and that could be our golden ticket. As we lose one of the Alpines, Jack Humphreys there, out of shape. We get the run on Fionn as we now finally get racing through turn 3 now though. Whoa, what?
I've been mugged off.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
Oh dear.
I wasn't even full throttle, I was coasting. I'm so shit. Please clip that, I've got to watch that back. I wasn't even pushing, I was coasting. And unfortunately that is going to be the end of our race. A rare DNF, a rare proper race ending mistake. And it's a shame because it was going so well for us and the potential was there, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just laughing. Frustrating, but yeah, we live and learn. And we go again, guys. But yeah, apologies for the video being short. I wasn't going to upload this, but I thought at the same time I'd be transparent and also show my bad races. And also, you know, there's still lessons to be learned from bad races, like you saw in this video. You know, I learned quite a lot from Luke and also the safety car and also the banking. So even though there's nothing to gain from this, it's amazing how you can still learn a lot and improve. So it's a lesson also for you guys to learn, you know, from league racing and competing, that you can always find something to kind of hold on to. But yeah, that aside, apologies for the mistake. It is what it is, my L to take, and we go on again to the next race, and hopefully I can try to improve. I feel like I'm starting to find a bit of pace in this game. It's taken me a while to get there, but I feel like I'm starting to get something now. But we'll see. I'm not going to make too many, you know, bold comments in case I don't actually deliver, but I feel like I'm getting a bit closer to where I want to be, and hopefully we can keep improving. But guys, cheers for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the shorter video, subscribe for more, and hopefully you still found some things helpful in this episode. And yeah, as always, check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, and that's goodbye from me.